I'd left my truck on a service trail and was on foot, back toward the western ridge with the GPS and the sat phone. Around midday, I stopped to get lunch on the stump in the clearing. I hadn't been around for very long, and I started getting that gut instinct feeling. It wasn't that I had heard or saw anything right away. It was just a feeling at that time, like the whole forest around me was watching me. It's a very strange and uncomfortable feeling. My mind started wandering, of course, as most people's would. I started thinking maybe a big cat could be around stalking. We don't see them very often, but there's plenty of rumors of panthers still floating around here. I quickly stood up and checked around me on all sides. I didn't see anything moving. Hell, I didn't even see any flies buzzing around my food. It was dead quiet. I sat back down and continued having my lunch. I took maybe 2 bites of my sandwich and started hearing something behind me moving through the trees. It was slightly off to my left, not very far away at all. It wasn't making a ton of noise. It was just kind of weaving around. It was heavy, but also moving slow.
I'll go check it out.
At that point,
one more time.
It could be a hog, so I stood up again and waited to see if something would pass through so I could continue on with my work. But brother,
I haven't got to sit down since I've been home.
could easily rip a hog in two with the
Not
hand.
once
This
have I sat down.
straight out of a horror novel.
Be right back, guys.
I listened to a long It was funny. I wasn't walking. I could only see part of it from the waist up. That was enough for me. I didn't want to see anymore, and I still don't. Some people are curious about things, not me. I wish like hell every day that I did. It definitely would change you as a person. The first thing I noticed was how wide the shoulders were. I won't give the same old cliche bodybuilder definition, but this thing was long, slow, and high.
Oh,
It had this
wow.
weird hunch in its shoulders, like the upper part of its spine was out to the chin.
I left my shit on the floor.
They just sort of hung there limp and long. This thing could easily touch its own knees, no problem. I didn't look at it and think terrible initially. It actually looked a little mangy. Its fur was rough, like it had been rubbed off in spots maybe from fighting. The head was too narrow for a bear, but the muzzle wasn't clean cut like a shepherd or a husky either. It was more like a hyena, kind of rounded and tough with this upturned jawline. I don't know what color its eyes were.
Then you have a way, Goldie.
Okay, wait.
Its face was shaggy, but it was
No, I
about
think I can be in my spot.
It knew I was there, and I'm guessing well before I.
Well, it sounds like those dogs are getting closer. This guy coming back here in this pickup truck.
Jason runs a YouTube channel called Exploring Intuition. He's an outdoorsman through and through, the kind who finds comfort in the crackle of a campfire, the stillness of the forest, and the solitude of the wild. By April 2020, he had explored most of southern Ohio's woodlands, but one place kept calling him back, the Shawnee State Forest. He'd been there before, yes, But this time, he wanted more than a day hike. He wanted to push himself, to spend a night alone, deep inside the forest, far from the road, far from light, and far from anyone who could help. A decision that would soon turn into something he'd never forget. After arriving at his camp
What was that?
Jason began unpacking.
Nothing.
The forest was calm, the kind of quiet that feels like a stage. Too still, too silent. But not long after he arrived, a sharp sound shattered that calm. A gunshot somewhere out in the woods, unseen but close enough to rattle him. He froze, listening. Another shot never came, just the echo fading into the tree.
Hey folks, how's it going? I'm out here at Shawnee State Forest again today, and if you remember my last video, I was out here scouting for a place to come out and do some overnight camping. And I'm here at the same place, going to do some overnight camping tonight. My ride just dropped me off, so I'm going to be here all night and most of the day tomorrow. And it's something I've been looking forward to doing for a while, just come out and doing some camping and being alone in nature. Only have about 2 hours of sunlight left, so I'm in kind of a hurry to get my camp set up, and I also want to do a little bit of cooking. So I'll pick you guys back up here in just a little bit. Hey guys, so I was just getting set up here, and I heard some gunshots off in the distance, and some people kind of far off, but you know, the people I can handle. This is a public area after all. Gunshots not so much, you know, I'm hoping those just stay where they're at. I'm going to continue setting up camp and have a quiet evening, hopefully.
Try to brush it off. Maybe a hunter, maybe a distant firing range. But deep down, something in him stirred. That instinctive awareness that he wasn't alone out there. Someone or something else was in those woods with him. Still, he went on setting up camp. But that moment marked the beginning. As the evening deepened and he began to relax, another sound crept in, faint, then clearer. A strange noise, breaking through the stillness. Unfamiliar, irregular. The chain of unsettling events had begun. Jason went looking for firewood, but the forest floor was bare. Others had been here recently. He could tell. He took it as a good sign at first. Maybe the spot was safe. Maybe others camped here often. But as he'd soon realize, it wasn't a good sign at all.
So after a few adjustments, this is what I ended up with. I had to lower my ridge line a little bit so that my tarp hung out a little closer to my hammock. Yeah, here in the hammock, I've got the sleeping bag put in already, and underneath the sleeping bag is this sleeping mat. And that should keep me pretty well insulated through the night. Like I said, it's only going to get down to about 42, so I should be pretty good to go. Running out of time. Sun's going to set in about half an hour, so I definitely want to gather some firewood and get this fire
I just don't
started.
want to.
I may not have much of a fire tonight. I'm having a hard time finding firewood. It's really scarce around here. People have really scavenged it really well. And that means people have been out here, so I guess that's a good thing. That people are out here enjoying the trails and the campsites that are set aside for them. Alright, so I got everything set up. I think I may have made it by the hair of my chin
Why?
before sunset. So let's see if we can get this thing fired up.
On February 21st, YouTuber Northeast Georgia Kayak Fishing uploaded a video showing every fisherman's worst nightmare. The uploader, Mark, was out kayak fishing on Lake Emery with one of his friends when he came across something truly disturbing. Take a look.
A human being?
Copy that.
Say again?
Copy. I think we got a body here.
Yeah, that's a dead body.
Body. What's on this body? Body. Oh my god, it's a body.
Wow, someone watching that.
I gotta call the police. Right there.
Yeah, sure.
And that's when he realizes what he's actually seeing.
Oh.
I am fishing on Lake Emery and I have come across the body. I am going down towards the discharge, the water station discharge, and I'm kind of
Yeah, I
between
did.
the discharge and the boat ramp, heading down towards the dam. No, I put in at the boat ramp they made. Yes.
Oh.
Yes. But you gotta head down. You're heading down towards the dam. Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at it.